Friends, family, romance, c'est l'amour. I believe you, yes, you have a beautiful capacity for meaningful relationships, and it's an integral part of what it means for you to be a human being. In this video, I'm gonna let you know exactly why I think that, and that starts now. Without God, belonging to a community or relationships ultimately boils down to a survival mechanism. Love, what is it good for? Mostly just not dying. But think about what that implies. If you can get along just fine without others, that's cool. People might think you're weird if you hold yourself away all alone on a mountainside, but you're not really doing anything that weird. You're just done with an arbitrary instinct you don't really need anymore. Talk about making people feel used. Now, contrast that with the Christian worldview where God created humanity in his image, meaning in some ways God made us similar to how he is. So we gotta ask, who is God? Well, the Bible describes God as a triunity. One being, three persons, perfect relationship forever. The point is this, being relational is part of what it means for God to be God. Removing it would be like taking right angles out of a square or hydrogen out of water or cheese off of pizza. I mean, once you take away something essential from the core, it just stops being what it was. God's relational nature is part of what it means for him to be the perfect being that he is. Let's bring it back down to earth. When Jesus was asked what the greatest commandment was, he said we should love God with all of our being and love our neighbors as ourselves. In part, Jesus is affirming the fact that you were made to have a relationship with God and those around you. It's baked right into who you were made to be. Relationships with others are not a means to an end. They're an end in themselves, and recognizing that is how we have relationships with people without dehumanizing them. By having a relationship just because they're worth having a relationship with. And the reason that's true for people is because it's true about God. So here's today's question. Would your life look different if you believed you were meant for a worthwhile relationship with a loving God? Hey, I'm on the way to edit the video that you just finished watching. If you enjoyed that video, share it with someone you have a relationship with so you can spend a few moments discussing what matters. I'll see you next Tuesday.